So now that we have our frosting made and our bags prepped, we can get into practicing piping. Now linked above is a piping practice sheet that you can use to practice your techniques. You can print this sheet out and then put parchment or plastic over top of it. That way you can practice, scrape off, and try again. This is all about practicing so you get better. It's important to maintain consistency and pressure and positioning. One thing to note is if you fill up your bag really full, it's going to be hard to squeeze out. So if you overfill your bag, you can take your coupler off and squeeze some out. The less you have in your bag, the easier it will be to squeeze, and the easier it will be to be precise. We're going to get right into practicing on our practice sheet. You can start with straight lines. This is important because you can practice consistency and pressure. You can see that as I'm moving here, I can squeeze more or I can squeeze not enough. It's important to stay consistent to get one long line that is straight. And like I said, if you mess up, when you use plastic or parchment or wax paper, you can just scrape it off and try again. Now, as you work, your buttercream will get warmer. This might get slightly easier, or it will get a little too warm and you'll have to take a little break. Our hands have a lot of heat, so it's important that once this gets low and warm, set it aside and come back. Or you can move to a different tip. You can try these with each tip to see how you feel. And just keep practicing. Sometimes, for something like a line, it's important your positioning. You want to have your piping bag at a 45-degree angle. Now straight up and down is 90, 45 is going to be in the middle. This is going to give you more control over a straight line. If you're writing, you want to be at a 90 degree. Just like that. Now you can practice all of these loops and curves on the practice sheet because this is all about practice and trying different things. One important thing when you're piping is to make sure that your piping bag is always closed at the top. So what you want to do is you want to put your piping bag between your thumb and your pointer finger and to hold it tight and turn it tight. If this is loose, this is going to make squeezing your piping bag and your frosting out of your bag much harder. It's important to always push your frosting down and twist it nice and tight. That way you don't have to squeeze as hard when you're piping. So you can keep going, practicing all of these different piping techniques. You can switch between your different piping tips, trying different techniques, different ways. This is all about practicing and getting more comfortable. Some of these will be harder than others, but with practice, you'll get better at all of them.